a book called Beast, written by Khristian Booker. Original language German. Khri stands on a weathered bench in the dimly lit cloudy garden subway station, as relentless rain patters on the decaying roof above him. The subway station walls are covered in colorful graffiti, and the floor is littered with crushed cigarette butts and bits of paper. Khri pulls his hoodie's hood tighter to shield himself from the cold. In his hand, he holds an old book titled A Book Called Beast, which he found today at a street flea market. The elaborate leather cover and embossed lettering show signs of heavy wear and tear, and the pages are yellowed and worn, as though they've endured many years and countless readers. The rain continues to pour down, creating a constant din as it leaks through the roof in spots, and he feels as though he's trapped in another world. The book he holds in his hands feels like his only anchor to reality. He stares at the weathered letters on the cover, wondering how he ended up here and what's the deal with this mysterious find. In this gloomy underground station, time appears to stand still. But suddenly, as Khri tightens his grip on the book, reality around him starts to blur. The subway station's walls seem to strangely deform, and the sounds of the city and rain grow fainter, as if echoing in the distance. He feels as though he's being seized by an invisible force, and his heart begins to race. Suddenly, the subway station is flooded with blinding brightness. Khri closes his eyes to shield himself from the intense light. When he opens them again, he finds himself in the midst of a dark, rainy city. The buildings are crumbling, the streets deserted and shrouded in eerie darkness. He senses that he's not alone. An invisible figure seems to be watching him from the shadows, and he can't shake the feeling that his fate is intertwined with this book and other kids who found it before him. In an exclusive lounge high above the city's rooftops, Dave sips on his glass of scotch, enjoying the luxurious atmosphere around him. The walls are adorned with fine wood, and the ceiling is adorned with sparkling chandeliers. His tailored suits and choice of accessories are a testament to his impeccable taste. Yet deep in his heart, he longs for more than superficial luxury. Dave has always had a fascination for old books, one he could never hide. For him, they are not just collectibles, but windows into past worlds. However, on this evening, amid the sparkling city lights, he discovers a book that will change his life forever. In a hidden corner of the lounge, overlooked by most guests, he discovers an old book with the mysterious title, A Book Called Beast. Dave can't resist and picks up the book. The pages are yellowed, and the scent of old paper fills his nostrils. As he opens the book and reads the first lines, he feels an electrifying shiver coursing through his entire body. The words on the pages seem to come alive, and Dave suddenly finds himself in a world unlike anything he's ever experienced. The book is not just a source of stories, but a gateway to unknown adventures, and Dave can't help but immerse himself in this new reality. Simon sits in his meditation room, surrounded by Buddha statues and spiritual symbols adorning the walls. After many missteps, addiction, and excesses, he has become a man of inner reflection and embarked on his spiritual journey long ago. But on this day, his meditation will take a turn he never expected. As he deepens his meditation, he senses the energy around him beginning to change. The air becomes electric, and an inexplicable pull draws him into another dimension. His meditation room disappears, and he finds himself in a magical world that defies his imagination. In his hand, he holds the book called Beast, which he brought back from one of his many journeys to Asia. But this book is no longer the same. The pages seem to come to life, and the stories within invite him to participate in an adventure that will test his spiritual understanding. Simon has no idea that he will soon encounter people who have had similar experiences, and that together, they will fulfill a task of enormous significance. Emma sits alone in her room, surrounded by books. Shelves filled with books reach up to the ceiling. She has always had a special connection to stories, and her imagination knows no bounds. However, on this evening, a very special story will enter her life. When she discovers an old book with the mysterious title, A Book Called Beast, on her bookshelf, something she strangely has never seen before. Her curiosity gets the better of her. The book seems to beckon her, and she carefully takes it in her hands. The pages are yellowed, and the scent of old leather wafts up to her nose. As she reads the first few lines, she suddenly finds herself in another world. The words on the pages come to life, and she can feel the story as if she's a part of it. Emma has no idea how she got here, but she senses that this story is calling her, and that she will play an important role in it. In a secret research lab, Raspy stands focused in front of a massive apparatus surrounded by intricate circuits and blinking lights. His eyes are fixed on the screen, displaying countless data streams. He is a brilliant scientist who has devoted his life to the study of space and time. Suddenly, while conducting an experiment that challenges the laws of physics, something unexpected happens. The apparatus around him begins to vibrate, and the lights flicker in a brilliant flash. Raspy is seized by an invisible force and finds himself in an entirely different place. He is no longer in the lab, but in a dimly lit, rain-soaked street. The book called Beasts lies before him on the wet pavement. He picks it up and realizes that he has been drawn into a story he never thought possible. Raspy senses that he is not alone and that others have been drawn into this inexplicable reality. A mysterious connection between them and the book begins to unfold, and Raspy realizes that this is the beginning of an adventure that far surpasses his scientific imagination. In this unusual world where they have all ended up, the fates of many kids are intertwined. They are challenged to put their skills and beliefs to the test. Together, they will unlock the secrets of the book and its magical world and face a threat greater than they could have ever imagined. The book called Beast has brought together people from different walks of life, and their adventures will take them deeper into the mysteries of the book and its magical world. As they navigate their new realities, they sense that this is just the beginning of a breathtaking adventure that will not only question their realities, but also their own identities. The adventurers stand before a world full of puzzles and dangers waiting to be explored. Curiosity burns in their hearts as they prepare to unveil the veil of mysteries held within the book, a book called Beast. The city they find themselves in may be bleak and crumbling, but it is also full of hidden treasure mysteries. And as the rain continues to fall on the weathered streets, they begin their journey into a world beyond their imagination.